Hey everybody, my name is Farhan Mohideen. I'm representing Intel, the retail banking, hospitality, and education team. It's a group within the Internet of Things group. And with me today is,
Styrbjörn Torbacke, head of ICT services, which is one of the sectors within Advantech Service IoT.
yes, Debian. So nice to see you after quite a while, I must say. Uh, well, virtually we've been meeting quite often, but the last we met was around ISC in February. Is that right?
Yes, correct. We saw each other when we did the joint launch of the Advantech USM VDD compliant edge computer.
Let's move on to the next slide that shows pretty much all of the 9 webinars that we had. I mean, look at this, right? This list. We have startups, we have very well funded companies. This is, I would say, this is pretty much capturing all of the retail vertical or use cases that we would typically want to go deploy.
We called the series jointly Future of Retail, based on our understanding, knowledge of the market, and what is being demanded by our customers. Now, we got an extra spin on this due to the pandemic, and that some of these solutions actually are, again, different varieties to allow people to, in a safe way, serve themselves within this pandemic. The social distancing economy, as well as the spoken word, along with the airport operations, is very much about how people staying away from others, keeping a distance, serving themselves, can do that in a new economy. So yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot about the interaction, right? How to keep your customers safe, how to keep your employees safe, and do it in a and keep your operations, even your stores, open in a very safe manner. And we obviously we also had UShop Plus, which we talked about, which was Advantech's solution around gathering all this information, analytics in stores, which I really enjoyed that. And it was nice to see some of these innovative solutions, right? I mean, things like let me start with Neuralabs, right? When they showed their solution, and they have been working on this well before the pandemic, and how it you know transpired to be like the perfect solution for a canteen where you would want to reduce the amount of contact that you'll have to want to have with food services, right, and with the staff.
Absolutely, and I agree. And I think that goes, if we're going to summarize in some way, I think we have all seen that the partners that we have chosen to ask to participate have all been extremely forthcoming, very willing to participate and show their solution. And I mean, a number of them have also progressed into partnering on a deeper level with us. Neuralabs, as you mentioned, the object recognition kiosk, has gone through Intel's RRK process and is now an approved solution ready to be marketed in that context. Quanergy went straight for an MRS package, i.e. the market ready solution, and is in the process of certifying themselves for that, or getting approved together with you. Ameria, with their touchless touch, is the best description to do it, using the Intel RealSense cameras
Yeah.
to emulate a touch above a surface without actually touching that surface,
Yeah.
has also shown an interest in this. So yeah, I really like it. We started with Intel giving the market trends, and based on your global reach and gathering of information, you had all those inputs to say that this is what we see in the market, this is what is coming, this is where it's from. And then Advantech looked at how have we taken these trends and implemented them into our platforms, because that's the only thing that Advantech can provide. We provide the compute platform, as I know I'll probably be fired for saying that. I normally refer us as selling scrap metal and tin, which is of course an exaggeration, but
Yep.
the value does not lie. We provide the platform
Yep.
that somebody then places a solution or a software that builds jointly a solution on top of.
Yep.
And then having done that, so Intel with the trends and the context, Advantech with the platform, we've then handed over to the partner and allowed them to go in and in pretty much detail describe their specific solution. So we've had the high level, very broad view. We've given the platform, and then we've given the very specific detailed use case that really gave the illustration to the audience of what this was possible. And I think it's another great advantage of the fact that we've done it in a webinar format is that all these webinars were recorded. So you can go back to them. Whereas had we only run the physical events, you missed it, you missed it.
You missed
That
it.
would
Yep.
have been it, unfortunately. But here there is that chance to go back and maybe even revisit a webinar that you had previously attended because you remember something and wanted to know exactly what was said about that. What did Intel have to say about, I don't know, where hospitality and self-service is going? There were numbers in there. I'd like to revisit and
Yep.
look at that.
Yep. Absolutely. And you touched upon a good point. Let me just move to the next slide. And I mean, this is the link if anybody wants to go rewatch these webinars. If you haven't registered, it's a very quick two-second registration and you're in, right? You can go view the webinars straight away.
Absolutely. On that page, you see them listed in the order they were given, and you can register to any which one you wish, and then you're immediately provided with the link to watch them on demand.
There are so many partners out there. They're doing really innovative stuff. We'd really like to get to know them. We'd like to partner with them, show them, what we can do together through our partnership programs.
In order for us to achieve our vision of enabling an intelligent planet, we need those partners that are solutions focused rather than platform focused for us to, in partnership with yourself and them, achieve that goal.
Absolutely. And IoT is such a complex area. Without those partnerships, absolutely, you cannot build these end-to-end solutions. And we are happy to be your partners, your premium partners of our IoT Solution Alliance program. And we're looking forward to this continued engagement. And I think for better and bigger things in 2021, hopefully. So the call to action to everybody who's listening to this is basically go register and have a look at these webinars. It's going to spark some ideas, get in touch with us. Maybe you yourself have some solutions that you might want to work with us directly and take them through, our scale programs. So please do get in touch. Our details will be posted on LinkedIn as well. Any final words, Stebian, from your side?
No, we've been very positive in talking about this. Obviously, 2020 hasn't been the greatest of years for circumstances well known, but outside of our control. So I think right now it's mostly I'd love to wish everyone a merry and relaxing Christmas and with hopes of a much better 2021. Hope to see people come back relaxed and ready to join us in building a future better world.